Anywho.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, thankfully, everyone's being really stealthy this time.
Yes,
Which
everyone
doesn't
is
always
super
happen.
stealthy.
There's usually one person, like, just fucking hiding behind a pole.
So, Di has made herself invisible. That lasts up to an hour. And the rest of you are approaching the mansion at the sides, looking for the windows. When you get nice and up close to the window, you can see that underneath there is on the inside, there's a latch that you can, if you jimmy like a knife or something under there, you can flip the latch that way.
Okay. I want to try that.
Alright. Go,
I have a dagger. 2 daggers, actually.
yeah, I would use, sleight of hand or something similar to that.
Hey.
Very good. Alright, so you, just get the knife under there and pop that latch, and you're able to lift the window quite easily. Meanwhile, this guy goes to the front door, holding one of the lock boxes. Di is standing, I assume, behind him somewhere.
I'm following the other guy closely.
So he knocks on the door, and a few moments later, the door opens. You can see a half-orc man. He stands at about 6'4", and he's wearing like a big nightgown, and he's holding a pocket watch. And he looks down and he says, "You're running quite late today." And he says, "Oh yeah, there was a hiccup at the gate." Yeah. He says, "All right, well, got the money," and he hands over the lockbox and he goes, "All right, see you." And he.
I'll try to sneak in before he closes the door.
All right, roll a stealth check with advantage because you're invisible.
Great.
Boy. At least you had advantage and didn't roll 2 ones.
The door just slams, like, into her. And she's out.
As you try and sneak by him, he kind of shifts and you accidentally bump him. And he kind of gets thrown off a little bit and starts looking around. And the young guy just kind of like starts carefully walking back to he's backing up and moving back to his cart. And Shaw is kind of just looking around, a little confused. And then he carefully closes the door.
He's a half-orc, he can't be very smart.
He then locks the door.
Okay.
Does that destroy your perception of a half-orc?
It's a little racist. But yeah, he kind of looks around suspiciously. And then he just kind of shakes his head and walks into the next room. You guys at the window, while this is all going down, are you all climbing in, or?
I guess.
Are you guys at different windows or at the same window?
I said different would be better, honestly.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Yeah, that's
Alrighty. So, 2 of you on the right-hand window and 2 of you on the left? On either side of the main door?
No, there's 3 of us.
Dies on
Oh,
the
yes, correct. Di's already in there. So, 2 of you at one and 1 at the other, or?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. So, who's going in the window on the left?
Is that the one I opened?
There's the one on the right, and then there's the window on the left. Up to you if you want to be in the one on the right or the one on the left.
I'll be on the left.
Alright. So, Gunther going in the window on the left. Is anyone else going with him, or are you guys at the other one?
I'm going right.
I'll go right too.
Okay, so Gunther, you step into what looks to be a living room kind of area. There's a fireplace going. A couple of rather comfortable-looking couches around, scattered about the fireplace. There's bookshelves adorned with books and other decorations. It's a fairly nice place. He has like paintings on the wall. The room's a nice soft burgundy red.
Well, I know where that money's going.
Yeah.
A little bit.
You can see there's a doorway to your right that'll lead into the main foyer where Dai would have snuck into.
Right.
And there's a archway straight ahead of you in the other side of the room, open archway that leads into another room.
I'll start heading there.
All right. So you, we'll just use the same stealth checks. You head through the living room and into the next room. While that's happening, the two ladies at the other window. What are you guys doing?
Where has this guy gone?
Well, you guys are still in the main foyer. These guys are still yet to go into the window.
Oh, well, this guy, like the.
Oh yeah, you and him are still in the
Sure.
main entranceway, but these guys haven't had their go yet. So what are you guys doing while all this is happening?
Well, we're probably trying to get the window open, right?
Yep. Just Jimmy, you guys would have seen Gunther do it, so Jimmy, a dagger under there and pop it open with sleight of hand.
Okay, I'll do that.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say
Alrighty.
I'm not really. Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Yep. All right.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Easy
you did
peasy.
it. Yep.
You put the dagger in under the window, and it just shifts the latch the other way, and you're able to lift the window very easily without making a sound. Entering into this room, this is some sort of dining hall. There's a long table with about 9 chairs around it. The sort of head chair at the other end of the table from where you guys are. There's cabinets that have sort of fine china in them. Very fancy hand-carved plates and with decoration all over them. Probably worth a good bit of money. There's a chandelier above. And you can see there's the doorway on the left. That would lead into the main foyer. And ahead of you, there's another archway similar to the one that Gunther would have seen in his room. That'll lead into what appears to be some kind of kitchen area.
Hmm.
Time to raid the pantry.
Might as well just steal all his shit, all his food.
What would you guys like to do?
I'm trying to decide.
Yeah. Same. Where were the rooms around us again?
So you've got you're in like a dining room now.
Yeah.
To your left there is a closed door that'll lead out into the foyer area, like the entranceway that the Dai and the half-orc guy are in.
Mhm.
And on the other side of the room from where you guys are, the back half of the room, there is a open archway that leads into a kitchen area.
So you think if we
I-
open that door that he'd notice?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna sneak up to the door and kind of listen through.
All right, roll a perception check.
Okay. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, god damn it! I hear nothing.
Pretty sturdy wooden door. You don't really hear anything on the other side. But,
Well then.
but fucking Lazira,
What the fuck? Shit!
Lazira, you can hear footsteps, but they're moving. They start moving away from the door as with Diana in the room with Shaw. You see him move from that room into the living room, as to the left of the entranceway where
Alright.
Gunther went in.
How fortunate of me.
Yes. You can see now at the back end of the entranceway, there's a open archway that leads to a set of stairs that leads up to the next floor of the building.
I'm gonna go there.
All right. So you creep on up to the stairway. While you're doing that, I will cycle back around to Gunther. In fact, I'll have a little turn order thing.
Do I have to roll for initiative?
No, I don't think we're in battle
No,
yet.
it's okay. I'm just gonna follow a regular order here.
That way he's not confused.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So back up to Gunther.
Yes, me.
Yes, you. So you've gone through the living room where the fireplace was burning, and you've gone across there and into the next room over.
Mm-hmm.
This room is a study of some kind. There's two windows, one on the back wall and one on the left wall. There's two bookshelves that are built into the corner of the room to the right of where you came in.
Right.
To your left, there is a desk underneath the window, letting the moonlight shine in as a source of light. There's a nice chandelier, small one, hanging from the ceiling, and a big rug in the center of the room.
Can I tell if Shaw is coming this way?
Roll a perception check real quick.
Perception.
You hear the doorway that was leading into the living room. You hear the handle turn and the door start to creak open.
Okay, so he's entering the living room now.
Yeah. The behind you is the archway that leads out into the living room.
Mhm.
To the right of you, there's just a wall with a painting on it. And in front of you, there's a window. To your left, there's a window on the desk.
Okay, there's a door to this study, right?
The archway that leads in is just an open archway.
Okay, so there's no actual door. All right.
Yeah.
Think. Right. How much space is there under the desk?
Under the desk, there's enough room for you to crouch down under there and tuck yourself away.
And I don't recall,
and
but
hide.
is there like a closet or some sort of furniture like this?
There is not. There's a bookshelf that's built into the corner of the room.
Right. That I remember.
Hmm.
I think I'll just in case I'll hide under the desk for now.
Alrighty.
Just in case, because I don't know which way's coming yet, so I don't want to take a chance.
Yep. You crouch down, hide under the desk, I guess facing where the living room is.
Yes. So I can
Alright.
still see what's going on out there.
Alright. So as you're doing that, Faye and Lazara, what are you guys doing?
Okay, so I'm gonna let Faye know that that Shaw has passed by the door already.
Okay. I'm gonna open the door slowly.
Alrighty. You carefully open that door, and it doesn't make any sound. There's no creak or anything. as you peek into the next room, you can see the living room door close across the hall from you.
Okay.
To your left, you can see the main entrance, like the big double doors, the front door, and to your right, you can see a tiled hall with a chandelier in the center of the ceiling that leads up toward a big stairway that leads upward to the next floor.
I'm gonna go up the stairway.
Alrighty. So Faye creeps off to the right and goes up the stairway.
I'll just stay with her.
Alrighty. You follow Faye up there.
Fucking leave Gunther to die.
I have a plan. I have a plan.
Forget Billy.
Alright.
Billy's dead.
So Shaw sits down in the living room in front of the fireplace. He puts his feet up on the small coffee table in the center of the room, and he, out of one of the deep pockets of his robe, he pulls out a book, and he pops it open, and he starts reading in the light of the fireplace. You also spot now that he has a half-empty glass of wine on the little light stand next to him.
All right.
Beside him on the couch is the money box that he just got, the lockbox. He just left it on the couch beside him, and he's reading his book. So next will be Di. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm
Climb up those
upstairs
stairs?
now, right?
Mhm.
What's upstairs?
All right. So walking up the stairs, it leads to a hallway. This would be above where the study and dining room is. Like the stairs lead up and to the left. The house is built kind of off center. Like there's the first floor, which is fairly square, and then the second floor is a rectangle just to the left side of the building. On top of where the living and study rooms are, it leads to like the front of the house. This hallway goes up there, and there is 2 rooms, a room on either side.
Okay. Check one of them, whichever one.
All right. So you walk over and carefully open one door and peek inside, and it appears to be a guest bedroom with an ensuite bathroom.
With what?
Ensuite bathroom.
Oh, okay. Fancy. Nothing of interest though?
Doesn't seem to be. Seems pretty unused.
What about the other?
Yep. So you open up the other room, and this is a bedroom as well, but this one appears to be quite lived in. There is a double bed, and next to that double bed there is a nightstand with a small lamp that appears to be made of the same lighting as the street lighting outside. Got a little glowy crystal in it, small one, small scale. To your right there is, this guy seems to like paintings a lot. There's paintings on the walls. There's in the bedrooms. There's paintings everywhere. And there is a bookshelf to your right that isn't quite as stocked as the one downstairs in the study, but it's there. And a doorway leading into what appears to be another bathroom, ensuite bathroom.
Can I just look through his stuff, find anything incriminatory?
Gonna find what, sorry?
Anything that like incriminates.
Okay.
I don't know, just interesting. Anything.
Looking through some of the things here, the books here are all on counting and number taking, that kind of thing. And you do find stored away at the bottom, like most of the books are different colors, have different spines, but you see in the bottom of the shelf, there's one section tucked away that is all these little black spined books, about the size of a journal. And you pick one of those up and you look through, and it's a ledger of all the taxes demanded and paid of everyone in Dungannon. And you can see like tax rates are typically quite low. These ones are quite high. And you also see what that doesn't really stand out to you because you know about the tax situation, but what does stand out to you is that there are a couple of different ones that have no tax whatsoever on them, and there's a large income next to them.
Interesting. How big are these again?
These books
Mm.
are about yay big, little journal sized,
How many of them?
about 6.
6. Can I take the couple ones that just piqued my interest? Ones I saw with the interesting stuff in them.
Yeah, it seems that all of them have like, amongst all the logs of various taxes and things, there are some entries here and there that are like
Okay.
no tax and just for huge money,
Okay, so they're all very much the same, really.
more or less.
Take one of them.
All right, so you take one of the ledgers with you. I'm gonna write that down. So while you're doing that, back around to Gunther, who's crouched under a desk in the study.
Can I tell? Actually, from where he's sitting, does he have like is the study in his field of view from where he is?
It is in his field of view, but he doesn't have a line of sight on you. There's another armchair that's kind of blocking under the desk.
Can I tell what kind of
But
book
you
he's reading?
can see,
from
like,
this
his-
distance?
You can see his feet up on the table. You can't see like the top half of him.
Okay, so I'm assuming I can't see his book either.
No, but you heard him open the book.
All right. Get an idea about what kind of like how far away from me is he?
Probably 15, 20 feet.
I guess sleep near him.
Sort of sneak by and behind him, or
From where I am, I can probably like aim the spell near enough.
what are you casting? Sleep.
Wait, what?
What are you doing?
Casting sleep on him, like around, like
Oh,
near
okay.
him, so he can fall asleep. So I can just go check what he's doing, or was doing when
Alright.
he's sleeping.
So you cast sleep on him, and he does just sort of nod off.
Oh,
Um,
I still rolled.
no, that's cool. All that does is it affects that many hit points worth of creatures.
Yeah, I didn't think about it.
So it did affect him. You hear him start to snore.
So I go check out what the I go near him so I can see what he was reading. I'm wondering if it might be something useful.
Just check something real quick.
I just want to know how long he's going to be sleeping for.
Have a look. The sleep spell lasts for a minute.
Not great.
No, maybe first I should tie him up
Yeah.
and gag him.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
Jesus.
really.
I guess Gunther's into BDSM.
No, Gunther definitely is not. I have 50 feet of rope.
Yep, you could hog tie him with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tie him.
Okay. Jesus.
I guess make him and
Roll
call him a
a,
bad boy.
roll a survival check.
I definitely do not want to spank him. That's gonna wake him up.
You gotta wake him up somehow.
Oh, this is really sad.
You are dead.
You tie him up with the rope. It doesn't look like it's going to hold, but it's tied. It's in a knot.
Does that
Like, if
include
he
the
struggles
gagging?
enough, he'll come out of the hog tie. But you wanted to gag him as well?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, that's fairly easy.
Okay.
You successfully gag him.
Does he have
Um,
socks? I can just shove a sock in his mouth.
I'm starting
He
to
is-
get concerned. I'm kink shaming.
He's not wearing socks, but he is wearing woolly slippers.
Yeah, that won't do. Anyway, yeah, I gagged him.
All right, so he's just asleep there. You can see, like, one hand he has a book open in his lap, and the other hand was holding a glass of wine that is now on its side and spilled onto the couch cushion.
Oh, I ruined the
He
couch.
is passed out asleep.
So what's the book like?
Looking at the book, it appears to be a small romance novel of some kind.
Well, that was pointless.
Yeah, it
reading
was.
I just basically screwed myself over.
Yeah, you did.
I mean, the other sensible thing I could do, which I wouldn't do because no, I won't do that. We kind of need that guy, I think. No, so that would be really suspicious. I'm not gonna kill him.
I don't think this was a hit mission.
No, I
You've
know.
used up. You've
Cyril,
used
make it
up.
a hit mission.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
I used up what?
You've used up about half of your time with the sleep spell, tying him up and stuff, and having a look at his book. You still have about 30 seconds before he wakes up.
All right. Can I blind him with something? Like I have a blanket. I
Oh
can
my
just shove a
God.
blanket on top of him.
Blanket.
Okay, so how much from tying him the first time? How much rope do I have left?
Oh my god, he is digging himself in a deeper hole each time he speaks.
From what? Sorry.
From okay, so I use a rope earlier. How much of that 50 feet do I have left? So do I have enough to just put the blanket on him and then tie the blanket around him?
Yeah, you do.
I'll do that. I'll just put the blanket on top of him and wrap the and tie
Quickly
him up.
held the sheet over him and then tie him up in it, and yeah.
Is that another survival check?
Now asleep there, gagged, bound, and tied up in a sheet. Um,
I am so
Meanwhile-
glad that blanket from the first session finally came back.
yeah.
I finally used it for a good reason.
Continuity.
Is it the good blanket or the shitty blanket?
It's a shitty blanket. I'm not gonna use a nice one. It's in our cart. I left the nice one in our cart.
So, God. So you that's what happens there, and Faye and Lazira.
I'm so sorry, guys.
So,
I hope this does not backfire.
so what you guys see is one of the doors in the hallway as you creep up. One of the doors opens and shuts, and then the other one opens and stays open. Just on its own.
Yep, that's die.
Yeah, that's Die.
Could have been ghosts. No, you don't know.
I'm pretty
You don't
sure
know his
Lyra and
life. You don't know
Faye
his
said
house.
that exactly at the same time.
Right at the same time, like, yeah, that's die.
That's that. Okay, we don't need to go in there.
Just fucking big floating in there.
You can see at the end of this. You can see at the end of this hallway there is a window that leads out into the front yard, but it's a good story drop.
And you said that there was a door that opened and closed?
There's one on the right that opened and closed, and there's one on the left that opened and stayed open.
Okay, so someone else is in that room. I'm gonna sneak up and listen in on this door. Hopefully I hear something this time. Holy shit.
The one on the right?
The one that opened and closed.
Okay.
And would that be perception?
Yes.
Oh, thank fuck.
Cool. So you listen in on that the door on the right that opened and closed, and you hear nothing inside. Completely silent in there.
I'm gonna try and open the door very slowly and peek in.
Alright. So you very carefully and slowly open the door, and looking inside, you can see a guest bedroom. It doesn't appear to be in use. There's a bed, empty bookshelf, and a door that leads into that is open, that leads into a ensuite bathroom.
Oh, this is the room that Dai was in earlier.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I just sorry, I got confused there for a moment.
Okay.
Good.
Shit.
So, what would you like to do?
Me or Lysira?
Either of you.
I'm just gonna walk into the room with the open door, assuming that's where Dai is.
Yep. So you walk into that room and you see that it is a used, lived-in bedroom, with the lamp that I described on the bedside table. There's a bookshelf that's mostly empty, and there is a doorway leading to a bathroom on the other side of the room. You see one of the books lift up from the bookshelf all on its own, hover in midair, and then vanish.
Jesus.
Let's get out of here, you guys.
Well then,
Paranormal activity.
rip and pepperoni, guys.
I just say, yep, Dai coming in with with those amazing investigation skills.
Incredible.
Hey, I found something. They're good skills.
All right. So, back around to Shaw, who is asleep.
What was that?
I laugh because I'm uncomfortable about what's gonna happen, probably.
Okay, well, this can either go two ways. Either he's gonna panic or he's gonna be really turned on. And I hope for the God it is,
I'm just gonna wait and see.
Both of these are bad for good.
Let's just hope it's not the latter.
I'm all
Just try to
ears.
deduce him. It's okay.
Gunther just like standing back and just kind of waiting and watching to see what'll happen.
Yeah.
You see him shift a bit, and you can hear like muffled sort of like, and he's like moving his hands and like reaching around for things. You can see his right hand reaches down and sort of slaps down on the couch, and it crushes the wine glass underneath him, smashing it. And on his left hand, he kind of like accidentally smacks the money lockbox onto the ground.
Oh no.
And he just kind of like tries kicking his feet, and he's like banging them on the table and stuff.
Poor
He
asshole.
he can't really lift his arms because you've bound him, but you've also like tied the rope around his like upper arms, like to keep the sheet down, so he really can't move properly.
Can I tell
just
he's
kind of like
choking?
This poor bastard.
How loud is this? Can we hear it upstairs?
I'll get you guys upstairs to roll perception checks.
Whoa.
Alright.
I'm having an amazing time right now.
Of course you are.
Holy crap.
So, Faye and Dai are able to hear downstairs. You can hear like banging, and you hear something smash.
Oh,
Like a small
shit.
smash, like a
Oh,
small,
fuck.
like this kind of a noise downstairs. And yeah, you can hear just this sort of like the feet banging on the table. You hear something clatter onto the ground. Yeah, you can hear that going on.
Oh shit, no.
Oh, fuck.
God damn it, Gunther.
On the bright side, I have the situation under control.
But they don't know
Oh.
that. They just hear banging and crashing and something smash. So
Describe under control.
He's dead.
I mean, he can do. I mean, as far as I know, he
He's
can do shit.
For now?
Yeah, well,
For all I know, he might just choke under that blanket.
Probably.
Alright. So Dia's gonna head downstairs. And what's Gunther gonna do?
Right. I could do the sensible choice of casting another sleep spell, but then I don't have any more.
It only lasts a minute, really. I don't think it'd make a
Yeah,
huge
it wouldn't matter.
difference.
So,
Hmm.
yeah. What should I do? I should have tied his legs too.
I mean, you could still do that. I
You
guess.
did tie the legs as well.
Oh,
I assume
okay.
you all
He's
did
just
the
like
same
he's just like a
50
giant
feet away.
sausage.
He's just kind of like wiggling his feet, and his heels are kind of banging on the top of the table a bit because that's the only movement he can do with his legs.
I want to creep the fuck out of him, so I use message to whisper to the guy, even though he's close enough.
Yeah.
But like, I whisper to him in like, okay, so I don't have lots of draconic. I just started, so I just gonna do the rough, like that. Just creep him out. I'll just say I'm here for you in that language. For what I can tell, it's gonna be disgustingly bad.
boy.
Does he understand that?
Probably not. He's gonna be freaked out though. Probably.
Who else speaks Draconic? It was Faye, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Alright. So he stops wiggling, and then he kind of mumbles something else, but he's muffled.
I'm assuming you can't really hear that since, yeah.
You
He's
can't really
gagged.
make out what he's trying to. You can't really make out what he's trying to say because he's gagged. It just kind of says muffled, kind of like. Faye and Lazira, what are you guys gonna do?
I'm gonna head downstairs now after hearing all that noise.
I'm gonna follow Faye and die down.
All right. So the three of you sneak down into the area there and find Gunther there behind this tied up man.
Gunther, what are you doing? We were supposed to
He's got, like-
interrogate him, not fuck him.
He's all tied up. He's got a sheet over his head, and then that sheet is tied to him. And it's a mess. Like he's knocked the lockbox onto the ground. It's still locked, so it's still closed. He has blood on his right hand because he's smashed a glass with it. This is a stealthy rogue's nightmare. Like this is not stealth in the slightest.
No, it is my nightmare.
Okay.
Gunther, I didn't know you were into this.
I am not.
Is this what you wanted the blanket for? Jesus.
I'm kink shaming you.
So, what would everyone like to do now that you're all here together?
The situation got out of hand, guys.
We can
No
tell.
Oh
Desperate
boy.
measures.
Oh boy.
Okay, so can I try to tackle him to the ground?
Oh my god.
Me or the guy?
Who are you going to tackle?
Obviously,
Shaw
Lazira
is-
thinks this is really hot and she really wants to fuck Gunther now.
Oh,
God, no.
Shaw is sitting. Shaw is sitting on the couch. He's not really standing or anything. He's just kind of sitting there,
right.
unable to move.
Right.
I can explain. Everything got really quiet. The situation got very awkward all of a sudden.
Because
What's everyone doing?
we're stunned. We're
They're
pretty
all-
stunned.
I feel judged.
So I think if we're gonna progress any further, we should unmuffle him first.
That may be
Yeah.
smart. You can always make a hole in the blanket so we don't untie him.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Cut off a hole in the blanket for his head, so he's still tied up.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Alrighty. So you tear open the blanket and pull it down over his head. You can see a half-orc man. He's his hair, black hair is tied back into a ponytail, and he's got a blindfold on and a gag in his mouth of a slipper that's been
He was
wedged in.
already blindfolded. What the fuck was the blanket for?
To tie him up further.
Oh my god!
If he could have, I'm sure he would have probably put like a box on top of him as well.
I mean, yes.
Placed like a brick on top of that box.
I'm gonna go ahead and remove the slipper.
Alrighty, so you take the slipper out of his mouth and just kind of goes. Oh. What do you want?
We're here for the tax.
Please.
It's gonna be spooky.
Ooh, financial fairness.
That'd probably be Di who would have to do that, not you, Gunther.
Financial troubles. Bad money.
Whenever you
ahead.
want me to use like the boom boys, just let me know. Or the scary like.
I feel this was warned the
whispers.
whole neighborhood, to be honest.
Can we all pretend to be like ghosts and like try to scare him?
Actually, I was gonna ask, should we intimidate him, or is he already fully intimidated?
Yeah. I'm pretty
He's
sure
pretty
he's
fucking
hella shook
intimidating.
right now.
It's a poltergeist situation.
Ooh.
He seems pretty intimidated.
I wrote down that he's shitting his pants. I'm kidding.
Well, everyone else just interrogates this guy. I'm gonna walk into the studio and see what's in there.
Alright, so you head into the study and you find a desk. There's a bookshelf, rug, and small chandelier that's white.
Okay, can I look like through his like stuff in his desk and I probably also the bookshelf.
So the bookshelf is mostly novels and literature.
Mm-hmm.
And things like owning a small business for dummies. But the desk, like the study desk, there's a couple of drawers and there's a couple of pieces of parchment that are open laid across the top of the desk. The parchment has writing on it. It's addressed to the people that are sort of running the building show back up at Dungannon. And the letter suggests that they're basically telling them, like, yep, continue as planned, continue building, make sure that you keep paying your taxes, and we'll make sure that the town is prosperous once completed. It seems like some kind of reply letter, another letter. And as I say this, you see, like, next to it, there's a letter that's from the guys that are running the show there to Shaw. And it basically expresses concerns about, like, we're starting to really run low on money, and we want to make sure that this place is going to produce enough to make up for the losses that we've had. Yeah, but I'll get you to roll a insight check real quick.
Okay. Great. Not fantastic.
Yeah, that's pretty much all you can glean from it.
I can take those with me, the letters.
Okay. Those to your feet as well.
Is there anything else in there?
You see in one of the drawers there is a small sack
Mm-hmm.
with about 20 gold pieces in it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also in one of the other drawers, as well as extra pieces of parchment and that kind of thing. In the other drawer there is a small booklet, much smaller than the journals that you were finding. And this one appears to have some kind of banking information, like it's connected to a bank account, but it's using a different name.
There we go. So it's another little journal then.
Yeah, but a little tiny pocketbook kind of one, like
Okay.
kind of like this here, a little moleskin kind of one, really tiny, smaller than an A5.
What's other name he goes by?
You got Gareth, Bart, Bartland.
I'll take it with me.
All right. Okay. That's about all you can find in there. What's everyone else doing?
Uh,
I'm gonna ask him what's going on with Dungannon.
Says, well, what do you mean? The town's building up. It's prospering.
Is it really?
no, we mean
It sure
like
didn't look
what's
like it was
going on with the woods next to Dungannon.
Well, he seems really anxious and nervous. Says, well, sometimes for development to go ahead, some parts of nature need to be struck down. That's just the way of life.
I'm gonna draw my bow at him.
He can't
Okay.
see you though.
I was gonna say, like, you draw your bow, but he doesn't seem to notice because he can't see.
I'm sorry.
Is he still blindfolded?
Yes.
He's still blindfolded.
Oh, never mind. I don't draw my bow. I keep forgetting that. I forgot that he was blindfolded already. Goodness,
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm gonna say. So, you ready for the forest to strike back?
Morrow's with us, right?
Moro is with you? Yeah. Why?
Make him sit on him.
Yeah,
Sit on him.
No, I
You
just
called
like.
Moro in from outside. He was kind of hiding in the bushes.
Okay.
And yeah, he comes in and he's wagging his tail and he's like, "What? What's going on?"
I was just gonna see if I could make him like kind of growl and everything after Lysira said that. Like
All
growl
right,
at
so you
him.
try and like speak, and he kind of just like has a really low kind of growl at the guy, and he falls really quiet.
That's more like it.
So, what else do you guys like to do?
I mean, judging by the look of this place, I don't really think they're actually low on money. For them to like be charging like such high taxes.
No, odds are like all this tax money is just going into like his own living expense.
So what that letter I just found? What was that about? Running low on money again?
So the townsfolk are starting to run quite low on money because they're having to pay such a high amount in taxes to quote unquote help develop the town, but all of that money is just going into his bank account. He's just
So he's talking about sacrifices that need to be made for like fucking town to develop. Like, man, you're living fucking well. Like, what?
yeah.
What an asshole.
Yeah. That is indeed the situation here. He's just a selfish bastard.
Okay, I'll just mention all of this that I just found out to like everyone, and
You talk about the letters and all that kind of stuff. The ledgers, yeah.
It's like, you're a dick.
He stays quiet.
I'm
What do you
gonna demand he ends the logging in Dungannon.
Says, "All right, so long as I go unharmed, I'll put a stop to the logging. We'll leave and we won't come back.
Can we see if he's lying?
Roll an insight check."
I would very much do that too.
He seems to be telling the truth to everyone except for Gunther. Like, just something about the way he's saying it. Like, he's just saying whatever he can to get out of the situation right now. He has no intention of leaving.
That's sketchy. He's just trying to weasel out.
He's just like, no, I'm not.
Oh, absolutely, you are.
Oh.
What's his little business partner's deal in all of this?
He stops for a moment. You can see him just kind of like with his moving around his head and he's talking and stuff. You just see him freeze for a moment, hesitate and think. And he says, "Yeah, Garland. Garland's the one that's in charge of the whole show. You should go and talk to him about it."
Interesting.
Is he still
Do I
trying to
believe
get out
him?
of it?
Roll an insight check.
Oh, everyone, okay.
Oh God! Alright, please.
He's specialized gun.
Gunther just like, okay, bye.
He's telling
I
the
wasn't
truth. Let's go see
wasn't-
Garland.
I wasn't sure that last time, but you know what? That's good enough for me.
But Dai, you're fairly certain, like, this guy's just throwing his friend under the bus so he can go free. Like, they're both in on it, like, 50-50 for sure. Like, they're business partners, not like, oh,
It's
he's
like,
running the show.
Listen, buddy, you're both going down.
He says, I can pay you. I can pay you.
You're turning money.
Oh. What do you want? What can I give you to make you look the other way on this?
can look
Everyone
at-
roll a perception check.
I feel like at least one of us should have checked the windows. At the windows.
It's middle of the night.
Gunther and Faye, you can see him trying to like squirm and try and break free of his bonds.
That's
You can
no
see him try
good.
moving his arms and trying to like weasel out.
I'm gonna draw my sword and like kind of have it like my short sword, and I'm gonna have it kind of like pressed against his neck.
All right. As soon as you place the sword there, he stops, like feeling the cold steel on his skin. Like he's not going anywhere now. He's frozen in place.
Well, what I'm thinking is just like talk to the government people about this and turn them in. But I worry that if we do this right now, that might give it like to just
Time
Get
to
away.
flee.
Yeah, would give his
Yeah.
friend time to flee.
Hmm.
Because as soon as he doesn't hear back from him, he's gonna know something's up.
Yep.
Also, I found these journals with, they're like all like account balances and
Count book,
like,
sort of like
account
a
books,
transaction ledger.
transaction ledger. And I have
Interesting.
reasons to believe they might have something to do with the whole turtle situation.
That would be believable.
No, I'll show them like the
Right.
journals.
So she hands you guys this this little black book with all sorts of just, you can see lines where, Gunther, you've seen this plenty of times before, this kind of transaction booklet. You see like a list of names and really brief descriptions, like one-word descriptions for different things, like loan or tax paid, amount paid in full, whatever. And you can see a monetary amount next to it, and then a signature next to it, next to that, and none of the signatures are the same.
So they all belong to different people, like the people that he did transactions with.
Yeah.
And there's also like those really big,
Yes.
really
you
big
also
random sums
spy
of money.
amongst the small monetary numbers here and there. You see like 50 gold, whatever, 20 gold, 5 gold, this, that, the other. But then you see a couple of them for like 300 or 400 gold pieces, and there's no signature next to it. And all it says in the description, there's no name, there's no signature, it just says in the description, payment.
That's suspicious.
And those are amounts from like 500 to 1,000 gold, like in that range.
Can I see, like, can I see if I know anything about like that, or if I can find out
About what
anything?
exactly?
Like, if I can find out anything about those mystery payments.
So roll a investigation check.
Oh boy. I may be a merchant, but I'm not a smart one.
So
That's
you
not good.
you start flipping through the pages and looking for these little payments, and you can see there are some transactions that are like things that he's paid for that are a negative monetary amount, and things that people have paid him for that are positive. And these ones, the large income amounts, are positive. They're not negative. They're not him paying someone these large amounts. It's just a large positive income.
I see.
You want to question him about that?
Yeah, actually, I'll ask him now. So what are those big payments you're receiving for?
He says, "Those are from an outside donator. They're for the development for the town."
Right.
Bullshit.
I actually was gonna do that too.
Okay.
Hold on. Oh.
Oh wow!
Jesus!
How about that?
What?
You got both extremes. I don't know if that's lucky or terrible.
God.
So Gunther and Die. Bullshit. Hush
Bullshit.
money.
That's bullshit, man.
Yeah, what the,
It's
tell us the truth, and I can tell you that nothing will happen to you if you do.
Like, it really can't get any worse than this. You may as well.
the two of you roll a persuasion check. You guys can work together on this one.
You're fine.
I'm glad I got that one on that side.
Damn, boo. Yeah, he says, "Do you promise?"
Yeah, of course.
Sure.
I'm lying.
Roll a deception check.
God.
I mean, with +8, how can it go wrong? Unless I roll a 1.
Okay. He says, okay. Oh, well, you're not allowed to tell anyone, but I'm working for Nerulzio in the government.
Oh.
Mr. Hardcloak, he gave us the money to get started there. Once we had it developed, we could have people in. They would build it all up. We'd get all the tax income from then, and then we could just shut it down, pay him his money, his cut of the income, and then move on.
I see. Interesting.
That's a problem.
That is a problem. A very big problem. I'm glad we didn't go to that guy yet.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Who do we go to then?
About that, I don't think there's anyone we can really turn to here for that.
I guess we have to take it into our own hands.
Unfortunately, I'm not too keen on this, but I think we should, take down the government? I mean,
take down the government.
I don't think
it's a fun weekend activity for the family.
I'm not sure it's a good idea, but it could work.
Well, he's probably already suspicious about us since we already brought up Shaw to him.
I mean, I tied him up and gagged him, and yeah.
Oh no, I meant Hardcloak.
No, we went to the government already.
Oh right.
And we brought up Shaw.
That ain't good.
We are in deep shit.
Yep. We have no way out of this, I feel.
I'll get Faye to roll an intelligence check.
Alright, one sec.
1d20 plus intelligence.
1d20 plus intelligence?
Yep.
Okay. What was my intelligence against 3? Hold on.
Check.
I think it
Faye,
was.
intelligence is 1.
1, okay.
Cool. You would know that from what Mr. Ill told you, you could glean that there are people here that have a good heart for the wildlife and the nature around here. If anyone, those people would be the Arrow Rock Trading, the hunting company, the Rangers Guild here in town. If anyone would be looking out for and would have a deal with the Dryad or Prebay in the woods, it'd be them.
Okay. We probably should address this to them and at least ask them to give us some help. I'm telling this to the group and everything.
Yeah, that's probably.
That might
I
be
mean,
the best.
it's better than... Yeah, we definitely can't take down a whole government on our own.
No, definitely not.
I mean, if you
could
can
try,
look at the situation we have now. We are not going to take down a whole government.
Yeah. I mean,
we can't just...
We can break into one guy's house.
I can always throw a blanket on the guy.
Yeah, but we're talking a whole,
That's a lot of blankets, fam.
Yeah.
Well, before we leave, I'm gonna take his blanket from his bed, actually, so...
Oh my god.
It probably is nice. I can probably pawn it off or just use it for
There's a
something like this.
replacement. There's 2 bedrooms, by the way.
Yeah, I'll take both.
There might be nice towels, like in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh my god, don't encourage him!
I mean, can be useful for us. He's not gonna need them anymore, I think.
Yo, we're already in deep shit with the government. We don't need to keep stealing stuff and make us see even worse,
It's okay, they won't know it's me.
Oh my
Okay,
god. Well, okay,
he's-
but here's
It's not like he can see
Here's
us.
the deal. No. Here's the deal. If we get caught, I'm ratting you guys out.
That's not very cash money of you.
Well, it's not very cash money either, so.
It's not very cash money. Okay, here's what we can do. I'm gonna take this guy and we're gonna throw him in the cart that's outside. Is it still outside?
You
Yeah,
look out
it's
the window,
something-
and the guy who had the money box and
He's
his
gone.
mule-driven cart, that's all gone.
Okay, we still have a cart ourselves, so we're gonna take this guy and we're gonna put him in the cart.
Should we bring
Your
up
own
my
cart?
car?
Our-
Should we
our-
bring
yes,
cart
our
here
cart.
first?
That's what's gonna happen. And we're gonna pay a visit to the other guy. How's that sound?
Sounds like a good plan.
Yep.
Let's do that.
Okay, so you're gonna take this guy, still all covered up and stuff.
Yes, of course.
Re-gag him.
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
Like
we gonna-
proper gag him. We don't want him
Yeah, we're-
making any noise.
Yeah, we don't want to. And we're tying him up properly this time, too.
Okay. Yeah, I assume that you guys work as a team to properly
Yeah.
like hog tie him nice and tight so he
Like
can't
yeah.
wiggle free.
proper.
Gunther sits
Yeah.
off to the side.
How much rope do I have left from all this, by the way? I had 50 feet at
How much
first.
what?
How much rope?
How much rope? You're looking at about half of it left.
So 25. Okay, that's good.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We can go buy more. It's not.
Yeah,
You,
I was
um,
just wondering. For good
We
measure.
still have-
And I have another 50
ton of
foot of rope
line.
if we need it.
I
Yes.
have some rope myself, so we'll be good.
Very
We're
nice.
the
Yeah,
rope
we're
party.
okay.
But, so I assume it would be Lazira out of the group who would walk up and tickle the orc's chin and go, say, ah. He goes, oh, and you just jam the slipper back into his mouth. And then
Oh my god.
and then you, similarly to how he's blindfolded with a strip of cloth, you tie that bitch in there, like around his head, like
Nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
proper gagged.
Nice. Okay, so we'll head to the next place, and I suggest we should have Moro look after this guy.
Yeah, good idea.
All right. So you let Moro sit guard dog at the cart. Every time the guy moves, Moro growls at him and nips at his ankles, and he kind of freezes.
Good boy, who's a precious baby?
The next house is remarkably similar to the first one. It probably has the exact same interior layout.
Okay, what time is it at this point?
Looking at about 2 in the morning.
2 in the morning. He might be sleeping, so that would be good.
We can just
We'll have to
lockpick the
check.
door and get in.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess. Let's make this quick and painless this
Are we taking
time.
Shaw in with us?
Wait, what?
Are we taking Shaw in with us?
No, Shaw is in the cart that you guys have.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
we're gonna bring. Yeah, we're taking both.
Yeah,
of
more
them with
more
us.
more is guarding this guy for now. He
Okay.
shouldn't be able to get away. No.
I assume that you guys. I'm saying 2 a.m. because I assume you guys went and got Gunther's cart, brought it over,
Yeah.
stuck him in the cart. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, 2 a.m.
Did I grab a blanket from his bed, though?
Oh my god.
So before you left the half-orc's house, you sneak up to his bedroom. He does have a very fine blanket there, like covering his bed.
Nice.
So you can get at that. You also spy through the open doorway into his bathroom 2 towels that are sitting on the towel rack, and
Lord.
finally embroidered into the bottom of them are 2 little yellow duckies.
I grab him.
Oh my god.
As
Also-
you take them outside and like you start stuffing them into your bag, you can see in the streetlight now that these are like pink towels.
Nice.
Right.
Oh my god.
So jam them into your bag.
Just
That's
so I know. Did we take the log box? I don't remember.
Which I assume Mr. Money would have done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, let's say I did. I grabbed the
Alright.
log box and stuffed it in the cart.
All right, you have Shaw's lockbox.
It's in our cart.
And now it is locked, yes. And you guys are heading over to Garland?
Garland's place.
Yep. Okay. So, try the front door handle, or what are you doing?
Can someone try and pick the lock? That guy should be asleep, really. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, I could
he's
do it. I got the tools.
Yeah, but we probably shouldn't be busting through the door. Probably.
yeah, just carefully, not yeah.
Yeah.
I got the tools for it, so I guess I'll do it. Unless, Lazar, do you
Okay.
have the tools too?
No.
Alright, I'll do it.
Alright, so Gunther, as you start, you crouch down and start working at the lock. And as you put your tools into the lock and start twisting to try and find where the lock clips should be, that need to be unlocked, you can't find them. It feels like they're already in place. And then you try the handle and the door just opens.
Alright then. Should have done that first.
This guy has no fear.
Which one?
Garland.
Yeah. Leaving his door unlocked at night. Not smart.
Well, let's try to sneaking.
Looking around, you can see that this is a pretty nice part of town. Like, odds are the crime rate here is remarkably low. Like, it's a very, very wealthy city.
Yeah, that's fair.
I am the crime.
Oh my god.
The blanket burglar. That is exactly what he is.
I love it.
The blanket burglar.
Fantastic.
I'm the blanket burglar, and these three ladies are my muscles.
Okay. Roll stealth.
Yeah. Go ahead and do that.
Smart idea.
Oh no.
We're not that stealthy.
Roll just kind of stealth.
At least
Oh, of
face
course,
stealthy.
Lacey rolls great now.
When it matters.
Not even touching the ground. She just kind of crouches down and hovers along. Like she's desynching.